is March 5th, 2026, and my goodness, was it a day. Um, so I did not get nearly as much stuff done today as I would like to. I submitted a paper, which is good. That's always useful. Um, I still have a lot of stuff for my online class that I have to do, which is not going to be fun because it's a lot of reading and listening and everything. It shouldn't be too bad this week. I think it's only like three sources, and one of them's a chapter in a book, so that'll be easy. But I was looking at my in-person class because I've been trying to figure out what the final project is, and I've been like, I think it's either like a presentation or a play. I just discovered today, right? I did a little bit more digging, and it's worse. It's worse than I thought it was. It is a group presentation play with singing. For reference, I'm not a person who enjoys doing that kind of stuff. I'm not really a person who enjoys singing in front of people, or I'm really, really bad at acting. Like, this is the closest I get to acting because obviously this is not how I act in real life. But, yeah, so this is my worst nightmare. Because presentations, I can deal with presentations, alright? I'll slap some extra deodorant on. I'll, make sure I'm not sweating through my clothes. I'll wear a fancy shirt. Whatever you need me to do, boss man. A play presentation? What the heck is that? What is that? That's weird. That's so weird. No. Why are we doing this? Right? So, like, I'm learning nothing from this class. Except, like, literally nothing. I'm learning literally nothing from this class. And I have to do a play presentation on my life. But it's a group presentation. So it's like everyone's life, and it's like, what do I talk about? I get, 30 seconds to basically, like, try to run down every single thing about myself? No, that's crazy. That's weird. That's not normal, right? I'm sure it'll be fine, I have a mantra of just, I'm an adult, it is fine, everything will be alright. I just repeat that to myself all the time. It's helped a lot, more than it probably should, to be honest. But a play presentation. Are you crazy? Are you insane? That's insane behavior. Seriously? My gosh, right? Like, I'm already kind of struggling with, like, the other aspect of that class because it's not structured, like, at all, right? So, like, we're off the syllabus, right? Because he tried to catch us up. Or no. So we were ahead of the syllabus, so he slowed us down, and now we're behind the syllabus. And it's like, okay, that's cool, but now there are two papers that I haven't done, and I've been told don't do them. But they're there, and I'm like, okay, so do I just have to do them? Right? Like, what do I do? I don't know what to do in this situation, right? And, like, I can't look at the syllabus for guidance because it doesn't tell me anything. It says what he labels his, like, the days as. That's not helpful. Any way, shape, or form. It doesn't tell me what I'm supposed to do. It doesn't tell me what's assigned, right? It's just like, the world's your oyster. Day 15. Cool. What, are we learning about oysters? What? What's happening in that class? So I have, like, no idea of what's happening. Online class, I'm doing great, right? I've gotten 100. I'm apparently, like, one of the most involved in that class, right? He said I was, like, one of his most engaged students, so, I'll take the slight boost to my ego, So it's like, one class I hate because of the load mount, because, like, holy crap, man, that's a lot of stuff in a day. And then the other class I hate because I don't know what's happening. But I'm like, I can't ask questions, right? I have a friend, kind of a friend, we share the same name, it's very funny. And, like, they love this teacher. And I'm like, okay, so he's probably a pretty good teacher, right? He is a history teacher, so I'm probably gonna have to take, like, a bajillion of his classes. So I have that. But then I also have, my experience of, like, they've never taken this class from him. And I'm like, this is the worst class I've ever taken. I hate this class, right? I preferred my previous English class where the teacher wasn't there half the time and I basically had to teach myself because at least I was learning something, right? I could go to previous people, but this is a class no one there has experienced it. So I can't ask for help. I don't know how to fucking do this class. Pardon my language there, man, but I don't know what to do. Right? You give me the papers to do. I will gladly do the papers. Right? You tell me to dance in class, I will dance very poorly, but I will do the dancing. You tell me to write a freaking play? What? That includes half the freaking class, so like easily like 6 people, about their life, their experience at my college, and then what they're gonna do afterwards. And they're singing? Apparently? I don't know how to deal with this. Alright? I've almost like sweated myself out of an outfit because of presentations, and you think I will be fine? Performing? Are you insane? Apparently he is. So, that's my day. It's actually not been too bad. I didn't do much schoolwork. I did a little bit of reading that I had to do, wrote a paper, skipped a movie I didn't want to watch. You know, all the normal stuff. I made a list of rewards. I'm not showing you it because it has a lot of information there that you don't need to know. But you know, it's like, oh, I submit my final paper. I get a Kinder Egg. Right? One of them is literally fancy ice cream. I don't know if that one's actually gonna happen, but who knows, right? But yeah, like, I have rewards for when I do stuff, but because I don't know what this class is for, I don't know what the goal of this class is, other than it's supposed to prepare me for college, I can't set anything for it, and it's really fucking with my brain. I don't know how to do this, right? I'm trying to do stuff in advance, but he's like, no, don't do it in advance, right? Because then, like, you're not gonna have the full context. I'm like, okay. So it's papers based on the class. And I'm like, okay, but you didn't do the lecture and it's due. So it's a whole thing. I could complain. If I keep complaining, I'm gonna start crying because I'm gonna get frustrated. And that would be rude of me, okay? Because we don't cry on the internet because I look weird when I do that, okay? So, you know, for the next, like, month or so, I said I was gonna be, like, very, like, irritated and, like, oh my gosh, I wish we owned a punching bag, you know? So just until like May now. We're going into May. Through April. Alright? I'm gonna have like the worst month of 2 months. I have 2 months of this. Right? I'm so tired, dude. Got driver's test. There's so much stuff happening. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I might get a little bit of ice cream and go to bed and go lay down because I'm tired and I don't want to do any of this. So, I might watch some Monster Factory videos. Who knows? Alright? I'll upload this video and then I'm doing that, okay? You go do calm stuff too. It's a stressful month. So, have a good day. I'll do some schoolwork tomorrow. I'll let you know all about it or something. So, I'll see you then.